Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Josh.
And I'm Katie, and we're Fresh Breath.
We are the Band in the Van, and this is the Band in the Van podcast, where we do not pee on the toilet seat and we do not throw a 50-50% mud poo mix at you. It's just Katie and I. And on this week's episode, we talk about Porta Johns at festivals and festivals in general.
The Woodstock 1990 whatever mud poo fight
mix, yeah.
And
we also talk about an award we're up for down here in Texas.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to it.
So let's get to it.
Band in the Van podcast. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 9. This is it's crazy how 9 episodes just
fly by.
Just fly by. Let's get that 15-minute timer rocking.
Done.
Okay, so it's festival season, and well, not technically, it's like festival applying season.
Announcements and bookings and stuff are happening.
So we've been having our heads wrapped around the festival season and where to apply and what to apply for. And I had seen this, it was like a short on YouTube, and it was like an interview with Green Day from like the 1994 Woodstock Festival, and they show clips of them getting mud thrown at them, and there was a million people there that weren't supposed to be there again. And I want to open up a debate about Woodstock and how I feel as though every single one of them has been the worst ran event on the planet. And everybody just thinks they're the best.
It's such an iconic thing. Like
it is.
People wear like the t-shirts, there's the bird.
Yeah.
There's this whole hippie love music
Woodstock's
thing.
Just the
but really,
it's just the best.
When you find out what happened there, it's like,
okay, so like if you start with the first one, like they almost starved like a million people. Like they were so underprepared for what happened that like there was no food. There was no place for anybody to go to the bathroom.
People didn't have anywhere
to stay. It was a 3-day festival. None of the bands started on time. Like what? I don't want to be negative Nancy, and I don't want to focus on the negative parts of it. But can we just stop having Woodstocks? Because the one in like 90 whatever.
It's like they just want to see if they can make it worse.
The one in 93 they burned down.
That
the
was
one in 94. If you've seen that, there's like a whole special on Netflix about
that was really interesting.
Yeah.
The concert goers were out of control too.
It's terrifying.
And it was terrifying. Like there was people, like there was rapes,
much more chaotic than
and
the
again
70s one.
And again, the like it just seems like that festival is a nightmare, and I feel like it has been put to bed. But like, why did they try and bring it back? The first one was wildly unsuccessful.
Well, and like this is kind of unrelated, but like I keep seeing festivals like around like Windsor, Essex, London, that area canceling. I just saw Manitoulin Country Fest. They're no longer doing it either. I don't know, like various reasons. There's various reasons. I think with them it was some sort of health thing with like the main event organizers, which is too bad. But like there's a lot of times it's because of financial reasons. I think Home County isn't going this year, which is in London, and it's been like a staple festival for.
What was the one? Way Home only ran for a couple of years.
It seems like there's something about them that they're a little bit volatile, and they just which is. We like want to find out more about, because we have Barn on the Farm, which we're trying to grow into, more of a festival type experience.
Yeah.
So we're like,
I don't know. I don't want to have a million people in my backyard.
I think that's part of it. The amount of people.
Start small.
Yeah.
So like, let us know in the comments if you agree with me or don't agree with me.
Did you go to Woodstock 99 or whatever it was?
I forget which one. There was one in 94, I think. There was one in 99.
Yeah.
And like all of them end up just being these tragic nightmares, but then people are just like, I went, it was amazing.
And like, maybe like almost like a news thing where the big takeaways are always the fucking worst. things, but
I
then
guess.
the takeaways from the people that were actually there, maybe it was a different experience. you
Maybe
know?
that's why I guess I shouldn't be. I'm not, and again, I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying that it just seems like every time that they do one, it's a colossal nightmare. And
It's like
they
Fire Festival, and
yeah,
people. That was a
they're
nightmare.
doing that one again.
I know, like Fire
Fire 2 or
yeah,
something, Firefest 2.
and
Like,
people will buy tickets.
why would you buy
Just
that?
like people will buy tickets for Woodstock again because
I
they need to say
know.
that they
Like,
went
I
or they
want to
want to.
go to this nightmare.
Mhm.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, the toilet situation at the first Woodstock had to have been the most ridiculous biohazard on the planet. And then I'm pretty sure the mud fight with the Green Day set at the Woodstock they played was probably a very 50-50 mix of poo and mud.
Oh, that's ridiculous. And people are just like, woo!
Woo! That doesn't smell like mud, Chucko.
Hey, Chucko, that doesn't smell like mud.
And there's no showers, of course. So.
Yeah.
Maniac on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, and it's like Burning Man too. This past year, it rained like downpoured rain, and it's desert, so it doesn't absorb water as well as like a forested area where there's trees. So like the water just sits on top, and the clay becomes like really hard mud.
Yeah. I don't
So
know
people
the
were like
science.
stuck in the mud, like literally like hard clay,
Yeah.
and that's like nasty. But then again, it's like you hear people that went and they're like, no man, we went there to set up and
Stay
basically
as long as
be
possible.
self-sufficient anyway, so we didn't want to leave. And then everyone was like, oh, they can't leave. It's like, well, we don't want to leave.
Yeah, I know. I guess if it has anybody been, let us know in the comments or wherever you want to. If you've been to a festival that was a nightmare, which festivals you've been to that were great. We're looking forward to. We're doing this Road to Revelry thing.
Yeah,
I
we
think
talked about it a
on the
couple
pod.
episodes ago.
Yeah, and like we're excited about it. I love festivals. I think they're great. We've been to plenty
There's
of them
many that do a
that
great
are
job.
they're ran excellent.
Yeah.
They don't oversell. What's the one in St. Catharines there we keep going to?
Oh, Cicada Fest.
Cicada Fest.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's ran great. It's not oversold. There's 2 different stages. So like as soon as one band stops, the other band starts, and like it's just constant music all day. There was great food. Again, there wasn't lineups everywhere
There's
for beers
lots
and
of
stuff.
like pro notes to be taken from a lot of the festivals that we go to.
So many. There's way more festivals that do it
Professionalism is out there.
that do it properly than that don't. But I don't know why. It's just every time I hear anything about any of the Woodstocks, it just seems like
Maybe
an
that's
absolute nightmare.
why it's so epic and so like iconic, because of how disaster it was in a way, like how
and like
instrumental that was.
The first one, they're like all like the farmers came out and fed people, so they didn't die. By the way, you know, like
thank you farmers.
Yeah, thank you farmers for bringing in fresh water. So a whole
some
generation of children didn't just
bread
die.
And peanut butter probably. Or something.
Yeah, it was, but like it's just bananas. But anyways, and like, yeah. So I feel like we started off this podcast complaining, and it's probably going to continue because we're going to segue into toilets.
Well, you were talking about festival toilets.
We're talking about festival toilets, and most of the time they're like cleaned out each day or like twice a day, and there's no problems. But when you oversell tickets and under prepare for the toilet situation, you end up with biohazards, and that is not what I'm into. And I don't think you're into it either.
No.
So we were talking about, because all of the state parks down here where we're at now, they're like, if you've never been to prison, I feel like you get a little glimpse into what prison life would be like.
You want some cocktail fruit?
Yeah, because they're stainless steel toilets and there's no toilet seat on them. And the showers are like cement floor showers, and most of them are cold. We have some tricks up our sleeve to not have to deal with that. I will not be blowing our spot up on this podcast. All right. I'm not giving away all the secrets. But yeah, so in Texas, there's a lot of like stainless steel toilets, no toilet seats.
Which, yeah. At first I was like, okay, this is cold.
Yeah.
And then now eventually I'm just like, you know what, whatever. It's probably,
you know
if you think of it, like they get really, really busy here in the summertime.
They
Think of
do.
all the people. Are they going to have someone cleaning the toilet seat like it's a state park?
They should.
They get in there with the hose and they just hose it all down.
They do, but that's fine.
So
Hose it
it's
down.
probably an easier way to keep it clean.
I guess, but why are all of the toilet seats gone? Who's taking them?
There's not
Why-
even a section for them like it was there. That's the thing. It's like it isn't an option at all. Which I wanted to talk about too, because as a woman and as a traveling van woman,
Yes.
I am in a
Traveling
lot.
van woman.
Traveling van woman.
Yeah. There's a
There's a
song.
lot of public restrooms that you have to go to, and I really don't care about that. It's never really bothered me. But what I do care about is going into a woman's washroom and walking in and there being pee all over the seat of the toilet. I don't understand what's happening.
You
with
guys
that.
are like physically designed not to have that happen.
Why are you hovering and peeing on the seat? You should just sit or wipe the seat and then sit and then pee. And then you don't pee on yourself and on the seat for the next person. Or if you really don't want to touch the toilet seat with your butt cheeks, which is not going to hurt you, then wipe the seat after. It's ridiculous. It's like going into a men's thing.
Yeah, but the thing is like honestly, a lot of men's bathrooms, especially I don't know, again, a van traveling man that I am,
It does sound really weird.
it sounds interesting. But like when you walk into men's bathrooms, most of the time, if it starts clean, most dudes will just either lift the seat or put the seat down or use the urinal. So like a lot of the times, there's not that much pee on the seats in men's bathrooms.
So you're saying I should go into the men's bathroom?
Maybe. I'm just saying, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either, and it's not everywhere, but it just seems like certain, like, I don't know, like I've noticed it a lot, like restrooms. People are like hovering over the seat and then just leaving it.
And then just peeing everywhere.
Yeah,
it's
like,
insane.
What do you?
I guess I can't lie and say like a lot of men's bathrooms are in good shape. So many of them
Let's just
are
backpedal that
are
a
in the
second.
worst shape ever. But
A lot of the like unisex ones where it's just like it's like you can tell.
yeah, but who is peeing on the seat?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you think it's dudes that have perfect aim from a lifetime of aiming at a hole that's this big?
Of course not.
Or is it ladies being like, I don't want to touch the seat with my butt? That might be it. Let us know in the comments. Do you think it's the ladies peeing on the seat? Or do you think it's the men peeing on the seat? Or what? However you identify, I don't want to, we'll be gender fluid around here. But who do you think? Is it men with something to aim, or is it women that can't even see where they're aiming?
Yeah, that's why you gotta sit down.
Yeah, like you're designed not to pee on the seat. Like you just like sit, and then there's no pee on the seat ever.
Yeah.
And if your butt's that dirty, you should wash that. Like,
yeah, and if the toilet seat looks like you don't want to sit on it, then just either don't sit on it and go to the next one, or wipe it down. Or
give it a
guess
little wipe. Make one of those big like, whoosh, like
use
seat
the
yourself.
toilet seat covers, which there never is.
There
anymore.
never is.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Use those.
They're like paper thin.
Yeah. Then
Literally.
you're just like sliding around on there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's how. I don't know if that's
Oh
how.
my
I don't know if that's how that works or not.
So that was my peeve or upset.
Yeah, your peeve.
I feel like I run into that a lot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous.
So, anyways, let's turn a page. We're done bitching. We are nominated for a Valley Star Award
Look out.
down here in the RGV.
We were nominated Best
We're nominated.
Duet Musical Group.
Yeah, and like the cool thing about that is they like nominate you, and then the award show is like in 6 days or something.
It's like, yeah.
Is it next week?
No, I think it's like the 21st, but
Oh, a couple.
they
weeks.
just told us about it like this week. So
Yeah.
it's in 3 or 4 weeks,
3 or
but
4
like
weeks.
we've just booked a million shows, so we can't actually make it to the award show.
Yeah.
But
We're one of those. We'll have to phone it in.
yeah.
You're like, oh.
And I was looking, so the only people that can actually vote for us would be people that live in this area. So
Yeah.
you have to have like a address or like a park address or something that
Yeah.
if you're in the Rio Grande Valley.
So we're not asking for votes from this listenership.
But if you're listening and you're from the valley, vote for
valley?
Fresh Breath.
Vote for Fresh Breath if you're from the
Valley Stars.
Yeah, so that's neat. I don't know. It's cool. Like we don't get nominated for a ton of stuff, so that's neat. I would like to win.
We didn't
wanna
even
win.
have to nominate ourselves. Somebody.
No, we didn't. Which is usually how it goes. Anybody who doesn't know how award shows go, you have to like submit your stuff, and a lot of people nominate themselves, and then it's like based on voting.
Well, like for a lot of the major awards, like the Junos,
You have to buy your
the
trophy.
Canadian Folk Music Awards, all of those award shows, if you don't submit your stuff and pay for your stuff to be
submit it.
reviewed
Yeah.
and like possibly nominated, you have to do it yourself. Like
Yeah.
unless you're winning like an award where you have like the most streams or revenue or something that they can track like that,
lifetime award,
something like that,
lifetime achievement.
then you wouldn't have to.
But yeah, little known fact. Usually, like when you have to purchase your like Oscar, like if you win an Oscar, I'm pretty sure you can fact check me on this. But I'm
Have
pretty
you been
sure
to the Oscars?
I have won one under a surname that I will not disclose
That I spread my butt cheeks as Mike Honcho.
because I don't want
Thank you. I'd like to thank
the Academy,
the Valley
and,
Star Awards.
Yeah, see, you're practicing. We'll have to send it in. We're gonna do our little clip right after this. We're gonna send in our acceptance speech. Be like, I would like to thank Benson Grove for taking us in.
It's just such an honor to just be nominated.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, so that's a little bit of good news we got going on down here. We're super busy. Again, I'll leave the link to our website. You can find all the places that we're playing. We have 30 shows in the next 5 weeks or something.
Month or so, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting kind of
getting
crazy.
busy, which
We're
is
both
cool.
got sun
I
today.
feel like I got some sun.
Yeah, so my suntan glass line is really coming in hard.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sweet.
Oh, look at that.
There's our time.
I guess it's good to end on a good note. So if you're from the Rio Grande Valley, go to our Facebook page and find the link to go vote for the Valley Star Awards.
And thank you to whoever nominated us. That's very sweet.
And I apologize sincerely to the organizers of Woodstock, the original, and all the other
You guys
ones.
are powerhouse professionals.
And if you would just kindly stop. All right, everybody. Cheers. We'll catch you next week.
Cheers.